I saw an ad a couple days ago, which was awful. The ad was made for a hot audience, yet advertised for a cold audience, which is bad. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you how you can make and optimize your content. So what is a cold audience, first of all? Your cold audience is people who has a problem yet doesn't know the solution yet. Imagine someone is having back pain, yet they didn't go to a chiropractor yet. That is a cold audience. They do not know the solution yet, but they have a problem, which you can fix. You have to talk to your cold audience differently from how you talk to your hot and warm audience. Well, hot and warm audience is like, first of all, warm audience is people who know the solution but don't know you yet. And hot audience is people who know you and know the solution. And you have to make different content for different audiences because your cold audience doesn't understand yet. You have to explain it more to them so they know what they need and know what they need to get. I'll give you an example on why you have to talk differently to your cold audience compared to your hot audience. So when you're teaching someone, you have to talk differently to an advanced person compared to a beginner. For the advanced person, you just have to tell them this. You can tell them more information and they will understand you. But for the beginner, you have to break it down for them, talk to them slowly, give them examples, and explain it in a way which they understand. So the first thing you have to do is identify your audience's problem. Clearly tell them what they need, why is there a problem, how can they solve the problem, and then you can move to step 2. And step 2 is addressing false beliefs. When you first reach out to your cold audience, they might know about the problem, yet they might have some false information about it. You have to tell them why it's false, and then tell them the solution to it. So, in my chiropractic example, it could be the user knows the problem, but has some false beliefs about it. Maybe they don't want to die because they do a bad job. Maybe it's too dangerous. But you, as a chiropractor, have to break these false beliefs by telling them these are myths, these are bad. And us, as a chiropractor, will fix you up like you were reborn. So as a chiropractor, you have to tell them that these myths are wrong so you can effectively teach them about the solution. Like forming a bad habit, you first have to break the habit and rebuild it so you get a good habit. So, for example, when you're boxing and you punch in a wrong way and you learn the bad habit, you can't just do a good habit and that's it. No, you have to break it down. You first have to relearn everything so you can get the good habit back. The third thing to do to make content for your cold audience is educating them. Since they don't know nothing about the solution and they're blind, you have to tell them what is good, what's bad, and telling them about possible solutions. So as a chiropractor, you have to teach them that chiropractors are good, why are they good, give some evidence, tell them the benefit of chiropractors, like you get better mobility, stuff like that. And when selling stuff, you have to educate your customer so they get a rough idea, and so they can convince themselves to get it. So these are 3 things you have to do to make content for your cold audience. Yes, it's different if you're doing it for warm or hot audience. And the 3 things for a cold audience is first, identifying their problems and making them agree they have a problem. Second is breaking the false belief so they can trust you more and they can convince themselves better. And third is educating them on the possible solutions. And like everything, things need practice. So you gotta practice your cold audience and practice how you talk to them. It might take a couple posts, it might take 1 million posts, but soon enough you'll get it. But you need patience.